So for our name design, we are going to be creating an art piece with every single letter of our first name. Once we have a thumbnail sketch idea for our different interests and hobbies, from here we create symbols that kind of represent our different interests and hobbies that we've created. So on a fresh, clean sheet of paper, I'm going to get started with kind of sketching out these thumbnail sketches that I created here to have my name here. The first thing I would like to do is kind of divide my paper in half lengthwise. One way of doing that is, I could cut this out. Right, just have a loose leaf sheet of paper to work with, which might be easier than having it bound to a little sketchbook here. All right, so the easiest, fastest way to divide my paper in half is just to fold it lengthwise, right? What is that called? Hot dog. So I'm gonna fold it. I'm not going to press very hard. I'm actually going to, lightly press. And now I have a very light line in the middle of my paper. And with a light pencil, like, let's see, an HB pencil. It's a basic pencil. I'm going to take a straight edge. And, since I can't find a ruler, I have this, shapes, straight edge. And I'm going to use that to kind of lightly draw in here. A line. So this line is going to help me anchor my letters to the very middle. Like, think about making yourself a lined piece of paper. Like when you were a little kid, then they would give you like the lined pieces of paper to like learn how to write your name. So I'm kind of going for that look. See, that looks wide enough to me. So I'm going to draw another line right underneath it. I'm really not measuring this out because it doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just trying to create like a center area to kind of sketch out the letters of my name. Now, some letters can get bigger than others. And notice I'm going to have a lot of paper left over that's not going to be touched. Why? Because maybe I'll add some like cool atmosphere. Maybe I'll cut out my name. It doesn't have to take up the whole paper. So from here, you can lightly see a line, you can lightly see another line, and then a third line. And since my name has 8 letters, I'm going to kind of see like, there are 4 and 4 on each side. So if I divide this space up kind of into like, 4 and 4, I can go ahead and draw another line. Or not draw, but fold another line. And if this is the center, then I can have like an IFER and a JENN on this side. And then I can even divide these up further, right? If I really want to get everything kind of centered, then I can just keep kind of adding little folds and marks on my paper that are going to provide me a spaces. So 2 letters per space I can kind of think of it that way. So here I go. I'm going to lightly start sketching in the letters of my name, kind of the way I have them there. So here's my J. It can get bigger, right? I'm lightly doing this right now. So maybe my J ends up taking more space. That's fine. This was a larger one. Then the I. Then the F was a big F. I don't have to draw the whole letter in right now. And then I did like a skate for this E. So let me just do a big E. It's kind of my E area. And then an R was a big R. So it's, you know, play with the size of the letters, whatever works best for you. And right now it's just very lightly sketched my name, kind of representing my little thumbnails that I did for each letter. Okay? Keep it light. That way, if I don't like the way it's placed, I can easily erase and I can adjust. So for my first letter, I'm going to get started and just go, you know, from left to right. It was like this crochet, it was this crochet hook that is kind of forming that letter J. So let me see if I can go back in here and kind of create that look. And that's what I'm going to continue doing. I'm just going to kind of look at my examples and try to match them and make them look as nice as possible.